Namaskar friends, keep learning with Export Import Make in India campaign. And today in this session we will understand the import process with example of palm oil which used for consumption in India for cooking. So we have a forecasting of the 280 container and monthly is 20 container. Okay, so how we can import these containers from Malaysia we will try to understand in this session. Okay, so you can see this is the palm oil containers. There is no reefer container required for this palm oil import. This is a very big market in India to consume this palm oil. Okay, so we know that every shop, any house, any hotels, this is a basic product which used. Okay, so we can say if you business in this product, this probably this business will be very profitable if you import this such kind of product which is basic product consumption in India. Okay, so we are taking example of the palm oil from the Malaysia. Okay, so how this process will be happen step by step we will try to understand in this session. So guys, let's start the session. So first, you know that we are just going to import 280 containers. So this is the forecasting of the 1 year containers. Okay, more than 1 year because we cannot handle that plus 20 plus containers. So first we import 20 container monthly, and as per handling the process, we can we can increase the monthly container like a 30 container monthly, 40 container. But we starting with the 20 containers. Okay, so what is the procedure? We'll try to understand. So let's start. First, we will take the rate from the supplier from the Malaysia. What is the rate of the this palm oil? Okay, so we can say the palm oil containers approx 25 metric tons can be stuffed in the one container. Okay, so just we receive the rate from the supplier. Okay, as per the rate we have to import this container. So and checking with the rate, we also check out with the incoterms, payment terms, all the details at the time of placing the order to the Malaysia supplier for the palm oil. Okay, so as for example we import this palm oil on the FOB terms. Okay, so FOB means that Malaysia supplier will deliver goods at the seaport of the Malaysia. Then after that we need to bring this container in India, import in the container in India by helping appointing the freight from our side. Okay, so what we will do, the procedure will understand step by step. Okay, so once we place the order and all the negotiations we have completely done as per the favorable in the both buyer and supplier. For example, we are the importer, so we try to keep this shipment in favor of us. So we'll try to give the payment against the document because we were not able to give the advance payment because this is we are importing this shipment in India, but the lot of payment need to be made to the supplier and all the things like a freight, custom clearance charges and transportation charges. So what we'll do, we will make this payment document against payment. Okay, when Malaysian supplier will dispatch the goods and submit the document in the bank, and in respect of the this document we will make the payment because there are multiple payment terms, but this is document against payment because this our supplier is agree on this term. So we are we also agree on this term. Okay, so let's start. What is the next step when this terms is completely proceed from both party, and we have tried to import 20 container order in the next month. Okay, so what is the procedure? We need this container in the next month, so we have to order, need to place order in this month. Okay, because it will take to move this container from Malaysia to Indian seaport. So we have forecast this. We also share this forecasting monthly basis to the supplier. Supplier will dispatch this 20 container, and as per we can handling capacity of the our, this will be we can place order like a 20 to 30 container, 40 container per monthly. Okay, so we start the this process. Okay, so here the based on PI we take the rate from the freight forwarder and CHA. Okay, so once we know that how much metric tons container volume is of the shipments. Okay, like a 25 metric tons per container we are importing. Okay, this is the 20 feet container. Okay, so we have take rate from the different freight forwarder. Okay, so like these are freight forwarder giving a $3,000 per container, another is giving $3,500, another is giving the $4,000. So we have to check out which one is the best of the organization and which is giving the right time of the delivery. Okay, like a shipping line booking monthly basis. So as per the consumption and as per the product requirement urgency, we need to take this booking. Okay, so whatever rate we have taken from like a 3,000 per container freight charges and other charges like a shipping line charges like a terminal handling and delivery and other shipping line charges like a inland haulage charges. These are another different charges as per receipt. So we deal with this any freight forwarder. Okay. So what is the procedure? Once the goods is ready at the Malaysia supplier factory, our freight forwarder which we have appointed and receive the vessel detail like a departure from the Malaysian all details. So as per this, the Malaysian supplier will dispatch this good, okay, as container book from our side. Okay, because our freight forwarder is aware, we have shared the details of the pickup location from the Malaysia. So this freight forwarder counter office will send this container by transport to the factory of supplier of Malaysia. Okay, so as per location, this empty container will reach at the factory and the good dispatch from the supplier side. Okay, at this level, the goods are dispatched because the all this process we have done. So what is the supplier will send the invoice and packing list and bill of lading to approve. Okay, so invoice packing list need to be checked and approved. All details regarding our factory details, GST details is not required, but address and other item descriptions, HSN code, all good, all details mentioned in the commercial invoice need to be checked out properly. Okay, then supplier will send the bill of lading which also need to be approved. Okay, so we need to check out the bill of lading properly, like address of the factory where goods will delivered. We have to check the supplier address. Okay, item details need to be checked out mentioned in the bill of lading properly. Okay, if the item description not match with the commercial invoice at the time of examination, then it will be problem, because you have heard about the IGM error. IGM error is which when the details given by the carrier to the custom is different and bill of entry file time detail is different. Like we have file bill of entry or the name of product is palm oil, HSN code this and this. So if the shipping line is not filed on the same detail with IGM to the custom, the detail will be mismatched. So this error will comes as the name as IGM error, and this can be impact the container will you hold in the custom, and you need to amend these details in the custom. Okay, so is so keep in mind this document need to be checked properly, otherwise your shipment may hold in the custom. Then final document sent by the Malaysian supplier through bank. Okay, because this is a shipment is document against payment. So what is the process when this original document received at our bank? We need to make payment to the supplier. Okay, so here we are sitting in India, and the supplier sent us the detail of the original document sent by bank on this date. Okay, so this document sent by the supplier bank to the our bank. Okay, and our bank will intimate to us that your document have received. Okay, so what we have to check out first, we receive the soft copy. So we shape soft copy document need to share with the CHA for the custom clearance purpose. Okay, and the original document received from the bank, we need to coordinate with the finance team like a prepare the payment proposal to the Malaysian supplier. Okay, because we need to make the 20 container payments. Okay, so what we have to do, we send the request to the finance team as a banking team. So the banking team will prepare the payment request to the bank as per the receive commercial vessel packing list. Okay, so when this payment request receive the our bank will check out the document and what is the commercial value, and as per the bank will check and verify the details on the goods. Then when we make this payment to the our bank will share the document to us, and in this way this payment will go to the Malaysian supplier account. Okay, so here we receive the original document, so we check out the original document because we have already approved this document at the initial level. So we know that all information mentioned that the documents are okay. So we send this document to the seaport. Like we are importing this good at the Nhava Sheva port. So we have to courier this document to the Nhava Sheva. Okay. For example, our factory in the UP. So we are sitting in UP. Okay. And the goods will deliver at the UP by transport. Okay. So this our office in the UP. So with this document receive in our bank in UP. So we will dispatch the document by courier to the Nhava Sheva CHA office, and he received the document. Then he can take clearance from the custom and shipping line at the seaport. Okay, so the process of filing us along with also fairly going on like a checklist approval and other custom exam procedures. If any error received in the custom, then we need to share the document regarding the shipment. Okay, so basically we need to understand that the shipment placing this order of the 20 container, how we can handle. Okay, because the 20 containers will deliver at the office, that is the volume of the shipment is high, the value of the goods is high, all things are high. So we have to ensure the all thing need to be keep properly, maintain the correct DSR and handle the delivery of the shipments. Okay, otherwise we will face the problem like a supplier dispatch the goods, but we are not appointing and we have not appointed the CHA at the Nhava Sheva port, so the good will receive at the Nhava Sheva port and it will be a problem. The detention will start, so your shipment will be in loss. So everything need to be done in timely, otherwise it will be problem. So we have tried to understand the palm cooking oil which is consumption for the Indian market. Okay, we import this from the Malaysia. Okay, so guys, we have taken this example. So guys, we are just going to end the session here. Thanks for watching the session. Have a nice day.